Here is our newly built Kiyora unit, newer version, which has a LCD display on the front and three isolated banks in the back. I used Furitech, two different kinds of receptacles on bank 1 and a Monos audio on bank 2, and also a Lagrange 20 amps heavy duty industrial receptacles on the third bank. Let's see how this line EMI meter by Trifield Alpha Labs going to respond for the electrical noise after we add Kiyora into the system. I'm actually pulling it off just a regular IEC cable from the wall. Let's connect this. Right now, the Kiyora unit is hooked up to this wall receptacle, but it's not plugged in. I mean, it's plugged in, it's not turned on. Let's put this EMI meter. It's detecting about 160, approximately 157 to 160 millivolts peak to peak on a 123 volts line system. That's what it shows on the line EMI meter. Now, let me go ahead and turn on the Kiyora unit on the front. As soon as I turn on the Kiyora unit, you see that the noise has been dropped down to 49, 47 millivolts peak to peak. And again, let me go ahead and turn it off. When I turn it off, it's about 160, 155, 160. When I turn it on, it's about 47 millivolts. So it's dropping down by about 1/3. The way it's behaving is Kiyora is acting like a low-pass filter for the wall receptacle. So it's pretty much cleaning up all the line noise that you have on the line, on the system. In other words, if you don't have Kiyora unit used on your audio system, you are detecting about 160 millivolts peak to peak that's directly fed into your expensive audio system. When I plug this in to the wall, the noise drops down to 40. Now let's see how the back of the Kiyora unit will behave. I'm gonna plug this one EMI meter to the bank 3, 50 volts, bank 2, 50 millivolts, and bank 1, same about 50 millivolts. I tried the different receptacles all the way from Furitech high-end, I think it's a GTX model. Yes, GTX model, and then GTX-D and Monos Audio and the Lagrange. Pretty much every receptacle is behaving the same way. That's the beauty of the Kiyora unit, that you can actually use the different receptacles of different kinds, and the noise filtration is pretty much same all the way electrically. I know aesthetically, I know there's a lot of difference between the receptacles, but for us, we try to clean up the line noise irrespective of what receptacles we use. I even tested using a different IEC cable. I used about $300 IEC cable as well, and I see the same measurements. Again, this is about 50 millivolts peak to peak. When I have a Kiyora installed, and if I don't have Kiyora installed on the main wall, it's about 156, 160 millivolts peak to peak. Right? This clearly explains that Kiyora unit, whether you use the wall receptacles or even the existing wall receptacle, they all gonna show a significant reduction in the line EMI.